Good evening. My name is Rubina Midha.
And I'm Raquel Strickland.
As a co-chair of the Traditional Events Committee, it is our great pleasure to welcome all of you to the 99th Annual Sacred Path Ceremony at Douglas Residential College.
For some, this is your first Sacred Path ceremony. For others, it is your final one as a Douglas student. But what is Sacred Path? Sacred Path is a tradition that dates back to 1919 when, in the first few years of existence, the New Jersey College for Women, students created rules for the incoming classes to follow. This was common at colleges throughout the nation, and these rules were based simply on the whims of those who created them. For the students, there were two particular restrictions placed on first-year students. They were not allowed to wear red, and they were prohibited from walking on the path from George Street to College Hall for the duration of their first year. Today, this path is known as Sacred Path.
In the first spring semester, the faculty, staff, and students decided to come together in order to establish a new tradition for moving up of the classes. At this event, the first years would officially become sophomores as they were escorted down Sacred Path by upperclasswomen. Over the years, this tradition became known as the Sacred Path Ceremony. Throughout the history of Douglas, many symbols were associated with Sacred Path, including the color red, blazers, and motorboards. Although some of those symbols have come and gone, the essence of Sacred Path remains as a celebration of the moving up of the classes. This is why we are here today. Sacred Path is where we celebrate the conclusion of one year and welcome the dawning of another. Now please welcome the Dean of Douglas Residential College, Dr. Jacqueline Lynn.
Good evening. It's lovely to see everybody. So welcome students, alumni, faculty, staff, and friends. As Dean of the College, I'm honored to be celebrating the 99th Sacred Path ceremony with you. Sacred Path always provides an opportunity for us to show our unity for one another in the Douglas community and to celebrate the moving up of the first year, sophomore, junior, and senior classes. As you know, this year's Sacred Path has the additional resonance of taking place during the 100th anniversary celebration at Douglas. So we counted just now at dinner, and I think maybe tonight is our 20th event celebrating the 100th anniversary. And it has been a stupendous year. I hope that you've really taken the opportunity to join the events. There'll be some more in the fall for those of you who aren't graduating, and you'll hear about those soon. All year, we have looked back at our founding and the women who worked tirelessly to create the New Jersey College for Women almost a century ago. In the ensuing years, many more women have led the path for Douglas. Students, alumni, faculty, and staff have expanded what it means to be a part of Douglas, shaping and creating the vibrant community we share today. Sacred Path was brought to life by the first class of the New Jersey College for Women. That was in 1919, when the college was composed of just their sophomore class and a new crop of first-year students. That's right, it was the very beginning, right? So there were 2 classes of students. How cool. The sophomores, I gather this was their idea, declared the walkway that connected College Hall and George Street sacred, hence Sacred Path. And first-year students were not allowed to use it. And we just heard testimony tonight from 2 alumni who said they actually followed that. And most students did not walk up that path, you know, now it's with red pavers, for their entire first year. It was at the end of the first year that students were allowed to promenade along the path for the first time, and that was the original celebration we know as Sacred Path. In the years since, Sacred Path has held many meetings, the time when first years were allowed to walk on the forbidden path, the time when first years were allowed to discard their green dinks, which were hats, which they had to wear for some period of time in their first year, and the green signified their greenness, which, in other words, their newness to the college. And first years were also finally allowed to wear the college color scarlet. They were not allowed to wear red or scarlet for their entire first year. Over the years, the activities of Sacred Path have changed. We no longer have class song competitions, which I think some of them were a little lowbrow at the time, and maybe we'll bring those back with no cameras around. Nor do sophomore sisters give their first-year sisters gifts during the ceremony, although they did have a Big Little program for many, many decades, just as we have now. Although today our program does retain the spirit that was imbued in the ceremony all these years ago, it is still a time for the Douglas community to gather, regardless of class year, major, campus where you live, or any other markers of difference. It's the time to celebrate our unity and our accomplishment from the first years to the alums. So we had a yearbook called the Quare, and it described in 1971 Sacred Path in this way. Sacred Path, a ceremony of regeneration and unification, an affirmation of community, recognition of regeneration that we are part of an ongoing process moving toward completion, a meeting place where the unique purposes of individuality join the single purpose of community, a revitalizing force that by coming together we may strengthen our individual ideals. Sacred Path is initiation, that we may officially welcome new members into the Douglas community, a culmination that we end by beginning again, that we leave in order to return. And that very much captures, I think, the spirit of Douglas generally today. So today we reaffirm our connectedness and our shared love for Douglas. Later tonight, you will all promenade down the Sacred Path, and you'll see there's something special you'll get to do as we acknowledge the completion of the academic year and look forward to your next steps. Paths will lead us in many directions, but if you turn around, it will bring you home. And I want to end by reading a quote from one of our convocation speakers on May 12th, Imbolo Embe, and she's going to deliver a keynote. And if you haven't read her book, Behold the Dreamers, you must read it. It is, everybody who talked to me about it says it's an unforgettable book. So here, this we thought was very apropos for Douglas. Home will never go away. Home will be here when you come back. You may go to bring back fortune. You may go to escape misfortune. You may even go just because you want to go. But when you come back, we hope you'll come back. Home will still be here. So congratulations to all students who are moving up. Congratulations to the seniors who are going to another place, but still will have their home here, and to alumni who have joined us for this very significant event and themselves are moving on to different places. So have a wonderful night, and we'll enjoy the rest of the evening by presenting award winners. And I must say what's always moved me about this ceremony is while we and the departments give individual awards, the support that all of you show for the award winners is really astounding. We really are a community. So that's why I love Douglas so much, and I sure hope that's what you're getting out of Douglas. Thank you.
And now we will begin the first moving up of the classes. A charm bearer from each class will come up to receive their class charm, and a speaker from the preceding class will discuss the symbolism of the charm and the class color. The class will then be called forward to receive their charms. We begin this evening with alumni. The alumni charm will be presented by Ali Kruper, alumna from class of 2015. Receiving the alumni charm is Darlene Rosa, class of 2016.
Hey! Thank you for that woo, whoever that was was great. On behalf of DRC, Douglas Residential College, I would like to welcome you all again, students, alumni, and guests, to the 99th Annual Sacred Path Ceremony. Alumni, please stand. I would like to present the Ivy Leaf charm to the bearer for the alumni. Thank you very much. The Ivy Leaf symbolizes the intertwining and continual growth of our sisterhood as alumni of Douglas. The alumni color is green, which represents harmony, health, and vitality. As alums, we are carriers of the Douglas traditions and values. It is our strength, morale, success, and sisterly bond that provide inspiration to past, present, and future Douglas women. Together, the color green and the ivy leaf signify the ever-growing and ever-evolving community of Douglas students and women. Alumni, please step forward and receive your ivy leaf charm. Thank you very much.
Throughout the ceremony, a select number of students will be recognized with awards from the Center of American Women in Politics, Douglas Residential College, and the Associate Alumni of Douglas College. Please join me in welcoming Dean Rebecca Reynolds, Assistant Dean of Douglas Residential College, who will present the first awards.
Good evening, everyone. The first award I have the pleasure of presenting is the Helen Weisberger Award for Academic Achievement by a graduating Bunting student. The Weisberger Award was established by the Sophia Club in 1987 in honor of Helen Weisberger upon her retirement from Douglas College, where she served in the position of Assistant Dean and Academic Advisor to the Bunting Program, which is the program for undergraduate women aged 23 and older. This award is presented each year to a graduating Bunting student who has demonstrated high academic achievement and has made a significant contribution to the Bunting Program and Douglas Residential College. I am very pleased to present the first award to Angelica Koss. Center for American Women in Politics Awards. Each year, the Center for American Women in Politics recognizes the accomplishments and leadership potential of students from Douglas Residential College with these annual awards. The Nancy Becker Award for Public Leadership honors a highly respected public interest advocate who headed her own successful Trenton lobbying firm for 30 years. Her friends and admirers established this award to recognize Nancy's long history of community service. This award is presented to a Douglas student who is affiliated with the Public Leadership Education Network, PLEN, and who has demonstrated an interest in politics and government, as well as a strong leadership potential. The Nancy Becker Award for Public Leadership goes to Chiara Nodari. the Barbara Boggs Sigmund Award is presented in memory of the late mayor of Princeton Borough, who was one of New Jersey's best-known political women. This award is given in honor of the inspiring example Barbara Sigmund set as a public leader to a Douglas College student who has shown herself to be a promising public leader and exemplifies the kind of leadership that allowed Barbara Sigmund to make a difference for the people of New Jersey and for women in particular. It is a great pleasure to present the Barbara Boggs Sigmund Award to Pamela Hernandez.
Now, I would like to introduce DRC alumna, Joanna Rivera, who graduated in 2017, and will present the seniors with their class charm. Receiving the senior charm is Christina Haydu, class of 2018.
Seniors, please stand. I would like to present the motorboard to the charm bearer for the senior class. The motorboard symbolizes your hard work and academic achievement throughout your years here at Douglas. The senior class color is black. When we were young, we learned that black is the color created when all the colors in the spectrum are absorbed and viewed together. Today, we celebrate the integration of all the class colors: white, pink, red, and green. Black is also the complement color to white. As a first year, you wore white to symbolize potential, but as a senior, you wear black to symbolize experiences. It is only fitting that as seniors, you wear black to not only symbolize your passions through the class colors, but to also commemorate your experiences that you had and lessons you learned as a Douglas student. Seniors, please step forward and receive your motorboard charm. Thank you.
Please welcome Cecile Edwards Caprice, class of 2004, representing the Associate Alumni of Douglas College to present an award.
I'd have loved to have the choir sing for me, but it wasn't my turn. So thank you, everyone. My name is Cecile Edwards, and I am representing the Associate Alumni of Douglas College. I'm the president of the Black Alumni Network, and it is my honor today to present the Jewel Plummer Cobb Senior Recognition Award to Ms. Deandra Cameron. Deandra Cameron is a remarkable woman who has effectively blended academic excellence with a commitment to first-generation college students and public service while at Douglas Residential College. A public health major, Deandra currently serves in the U.S. Army Reserves and has received the Army Achievement Medal for exceptionally meritorious achievement. She has been a peer academic leader and community service chair of the Douglas Student Recruitment Network. Deandra is the president of the Rutgers University Educational Opportunity Program Student Association and also serves as the intern for the Rutgers chapter of the American Association of University Professors, where she brings greater attention to the Educational Opportunity Fund at the state level. She also serves as vice president of the Rutgers First Generation Student Union and as the membership chair of the Rutgers Collegiate 100, empowers the Black university community through mentoring, education, health and wellness, and economic development. Deandra served as a site leader with Rutgers Alternative Breaks in Maryland and Pennsylvania, where she worked alongside other students planting trees, repairing oyster traps, and refurbishing living spaces for those with disabilities. As an Aristide research assistant, she conducted archival research and oral interviews on the work of Dr. Maria Josefa Canino, who was instrumental in establishing the Department of Latino and Caribbean Studies at Rutgers. For her academic achievements and her commitment to leadership and service, the Associate Alumni of Douglas College, Black Alumni Network are proud to present the 2018 Jewel Plummer Cobb Senior Recognition Award to Deborah Cameron. Yeah.
Please welcome Lisa Mizrahi Kaido, class of 2003, representing the Associate Alumni of Douglas College to present 2 awards.
I come bearing gifts, and I'm part Greek. How do you like that? Okay, I am Lisa Mizrahi Cato. I am class of 03. I was a bunting student. Woohoo, where are my buntings at? I currently serve on the board of directors of the Associate Alumni of Douglas College, and I am honored to be here tonight to present these awards. Let's start with the Leah Bodie Award for Outstanding Community Service. Our recipient is Asha Sheikh, class of 20. Oh, here she is. Okay, so let me tell you about Asha. Asha Sheikh is a proud member of the class of 2020, majoring in political science and Middle Eastern studies, with minors in public health, women's and gender studies, and international and global studies. You can see she's a slacker. She is an outstanding student in her studies and at Douglas. During her short time at Douglas, Asha has served as representative on the Douglas Governing Council, served as STEAM ambassador, was an Ignite speaker at the 2018 Jewel Plummer Cobb STEAM Women's Empowerment Conference. She participated in the DRC externship program and was a featured speaker at the Douglas Centennial Gala. Asha is currently an RSD Center research assistant, researching informed consent packets required in some states for women to obtain abortions. This summer, she will study Arabic language and culture in Jordan on a critical language scholarship from the U.S. State Department. Asha has shown true devotion to those in the greater community through public service. She is president of the PD Green program at Rutgers, where she is in charge of increasing the number of tutors working in New Jersey correctional facilities and bringing increased awareness to prisons and education. Asha is also the student coordinator for Are You Voting? Center for Youth Political Participation, where she's responsible for recruiting and training volunteers and organizing campus-wide voter registration drives. In addition, Asha is currently a fellow with the Young People for Implementing a Social, is that correct? Young People for? Okay, sorry. Implementing a social change project focused on comprehensive consent education at an area high school. She also works with a team of partners through the Google Community Leaders Program to increase digital literacy in New Brunswick and guides local nonprofit organizations in utilizing Google applications and service. And she is also the vice president of the Rutgers University Women's Political Caucus. For her outstanding commitment to helping others and dedication to the greater community, the Associate Alumni of Douglas College is proud to present the 2018 Leah Bodie Award for Outstanding Community Service to Asha Sheikh. So short that I need this box, but I kind of like being up here, so. Okay, it is now my pleasure to bring up Ravina Mita, class of 18. Okay, so let me tell you about another outstanding Douglas student. Ravina Mita has demonstrated unwavering dedication to Douglas Residential College, all while achieving academic excellence. Ravina has been actively committed to the needs and experiences of all students while at Douglas Residential College. With a major in biotechnology and minors in health and society and biochemistry. Again, another slacker. What happens here? I don't know. All right. Ravina has been involved in a variety of student activities. She was peer academic leader for the Environmental Living Learning Community and served as the treasurer on the Woodbury Bunting Cobb Residence Hall Association. Ravina organized both the Paint for a Purpose program to create artwork for the Women Aware Shelter and the Laurie Courtyard Project, which made the Laurie Building courtyard more student-friendly. She's also the co-chair of the Douglas Traditional Events Committees, yes, we love those, and is charged with overseeing all aspects of the annual Yule Log and Sacred Path ceremonies. Ravina participated in a summer research program through Project Super, working alongside mentors from the Department of Animal Sciences in highlighting the role of insulin-like growth factor binding proteins in toxic-induced cell death within a bovine mammary cell line. See, I didn't even study biology, and I said all of those words correctly. It's the Douglas in me. She has worked in the Cohick Laboratory as an undergraduate research assistant, and then continued independent research on insulin-like growth factor binding protein, as well as the role of NFKB pathway and BCL2 proteins in MACT cells. I also know letters. Ravina also volunteers in the pediatric department at St. Peter's University Hospital in New Brunswick and has raised funds for the Alzheimer's Association Walk to End Alzheimer's and the Rutgers Dance Marathon. For her academic excellence and her dedication to serving the Douglas community, the Associate Alumni of Douglas College is proud to present the 2018 Marjorie Summers Foster Senior Service Award to Ravina Midha.
I would now like to introduce our senior class speaker, Vadehi Pandya, who will present the juniors with their class charm. Receiving the junior class charm is Maria Arteta, class of 2019.
Juniors, please stand. I would like to present the key to the charm bearer for the junior class. The key is to be carried with you throughout your upcoming senior year and far beyond that, as your education here at Douglas is key to opening up doors that may seem locked to you until you take a leap of faith and land in a world teeming full of possibilities. The junior class color is red, which symbolizes strength, passion, leadership, and courage, characteristics that you will take with you as you embark on the next step of your journey. Juniors, please step forward and receive your charm. Thank you.
I would like to introduce our junior class speaker, Christy Arsenes, who will present the sophomores with their class charm. Receiving the sophomore charm is Catherine Susarchek, class of 2020.
Sophomores, please stand. I would like to present the clock charm to the sophomore class. The clock is a symbol of your time here at Douglas. You have now almost completed your second year here at Douglas. You have learned much and have had many experiences, but the possibilities to achieve your dreams are still endless. As you explore and define your dreams, this clock is to remind you that there is always time to begin new projects, make new plans, and continue on whichever path you choose. The sophomore class color is pink, which stands for hope, love, and dawn, the beginning of a new day. The color pink is to remind you to embrace every day to the fullest and continue towards your dreams, even if they seem far away. Sophomores, please step forward and receive your clock charm. Thank you.
I would now like to welcome Amanda Hardy, Assistant Dean of the Office of Student Enrollment and Engagement, presenting the Douglas Residential College Awards.
much. This evening, I am honored to present the college awards that are sponsored by Douglas Residential College that allows an opportunity for our current students to nominate themselves and each other for their accomplishments throughout the year. So the Challenge Award is our first award, which is given to a Douglas student who has taken risks and persevered in a challenging academic environment, a community service-oriented endeavor, or a co-curricular activity. Tonight, we honor Baraka Iqbal with the Challenge Award. The Innovation Award is presented to a Douglas student or organization that has initiated or demonstrated innovative work in academics, the arts, entrepreneurship, or service. Tonight, we honor Shivani Vyas with the Innovation Award. The Social Justice Award is for a Douglas student or organization that has demonstrated a commitment to social justice and human rights, including ethnic and racial diversity, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and intersex rights or visibility, and social action. Tonight, we honor Elise Petronzio with the Social Justice Award. We will get Elise her award. The Outstanding Student Organization Award goes to a Douglas student organization that has demonstrated outstanding programming on the Douglas or Rutgers campus or in the surrounding community. Tonight, for the first time in history, we recognize 3 of the many outstanding Douglas student organizations. So I do apologize, in your brochure, only the first organization was fit on the line, so we do apologize. The Douglas Student Recruitment Network is an organization within the Student Enrollment and Engagement Office that helps to bring in our new class every year. The Beehive is the Douglas organization for commuter students whose work engaged the commuter and off-campus students with programming that is tailored to the needs and concerns of Douglas commuting and off-campus students in order to foster engagement and involvement while in college. Their staff advisor is Mary Lou Rodriguez. Will the Beehive Board and all commuter and off-campus students please rise to be recognized as an outstanding group for 2017-2018? Thank you, and please be seated. Our third student group to be recognized is the Douglas Governing Council. Douglas is a shared governance college with student representation on college committees and within the student body. The Douglas Governing Council serves as the liaison between you, the students, and the Douglas administration. DGC has advocated for needed amenities at Douglas and Rutgers and organized a successful student gala this year in celebration of our 100th year of educating women. The advisor for the Douglas Governing Council is Dean Rebecca Reynolds. Will the Douglas Governing Council, Executive Board, class representatives, and all members please stand and be recognized as an outstanding student leadership group this year? And I ask that the Douglas Student Recruiting Network and their advisor, Courtney Terriak, please stand and be recognized for their outstanding work. Thank you, and please be seated. The Inspiration Award is given to a Douglas student or organization that has served as an inspiration to members of the Douglas or Rutgers campus or the surrounding community. Tonight, we honor Jasmine Lee with the Inspiration Award.
I would now like to welcome back Dr. Jacqueline Litt, who will present the Douglas Residential College Dean's Award.
Thank you. The Dean's Award is for a Douglas senior who has embraced and grown from the programs and opportunities at Douglas in order to forge new life plans and ambitions. Tonight we honor Rhea P. Runkdal. Rhea will be pursuing her Master of Public Health at Yale University starting this fall with the goal to improve genetic accessibility in developing countries. Congratulations. Sorry, I just did a little 360 for you.
I would now like to introduce the speaker for the sophomore class, Asha Sheikh, who will present the first years with their class charm. Receiving the first year charm is Dina Ali, class of 2021.
First years, please stand. It is my pleasure to present the lantern to the charm bearer of the first year class. This lantern holds the light that represents the guide that illuminates the world around you. As Douglas women, it will burn brightly within you and grow with intensity throughout your life. True light burns white, which is the color of the first year class. It's also the color of a blank page. And during your time at Douglas, you will continue to fill your page with your successes, failures, hopes, fears, and dreams. These experiences will strengthen and shape your future. First years, please step forward and receive your lantern charm. Thank you.
Please welcome Michelle Fan, who will speak on behalf of the first-year class and all Douglas women to the future Douglas women.
Hi, everyone. So on behalf of Douglas students, I would like to welcome all of you. Douglas is a smaller community within Rutgers where lifelong friends are instantly made and where the support of the staff and your peers really help you succeed. Tonight I present to the prospective incoming students, some of whom are actually here tonight, with a flowering plant. So these flowers are a symbol of beauty, vibrancy, and growth. When we begin our first year, we approach everything with a sense of effervescence, excitement, and hope. And as we continue our education, we must not forget to carry on those traits in everything that we do and in all situations we encounter, both good and bad. The class of 2022 actually received their first charm earlier tonight, a flower. We hope that you are inspired to look forward to the year ahead with optimism, to pursue your goals with ambition, to find meaning in all the situations you face, and to pursue your goals, and to feel part of a welcoming community. We look forward to meeting you and hope that you plant your roots here at Douglas and Rutgers this coming fall. Will all the prospective students please stand to be recognized?
You go, girl.
Thank you, everyone.
Please welcome back Amanda Hardy, the Assistant Dean of Student Enrollment and Engagement.
We all know that Douglas women are some of the most high-achieving students at Rutgers. They excel academically, engage within their communities, and hold leadership roles in numerous organizations at both Douglas and Rutgers. At this time, we would like to honor all of the students who have received awards, prizes, and fellowships based on their academic merit, leadership, and community outreach. Please stand and be recognized for your successes and achievements. We'd also like to acknowledge our recent and past Phi Beta Kappa inductees. Would members of Phi Beta Kappa please stand and be recognized? Finally, we'd like to recognize all of the student leaders. Would all members and leaders of organizations at both Douglas and Rutgers please rise to be recognized and appreciated for your involvement? Thank you and congratulations.
Everyone, please rise and join us in singing the Douglas Alma Mater. The words are printed on the back of your program.
Together,
Thank you. There is an old legend which says that if you make a wish and burn the fruit of the pine in silent contemplation, your wish will come true. As you leave the chapel this evening, you will be given a pine cone, and while you walk down the sacred path, you will find 5 fires burning, 1 for each class and 1 for the alumni. We ask you to make your wish for the upcoming year and then surrender your pine cone to the flames. First years, sophomores, and juniors, as you remain at Douglas, continue to strive and thrive, and to do so with style, grace, humor, and compassion. And seniors, as you make your wish, remember to cherish what you have accomplished thus far and what you have yet to achieve. And to all, know, whichever path or class, the possibilities are endless.
After you have made a wish on your pine cone and thrown it into the fire, we invite you and your family to join us for refreshments, and of course cake, in the Ludwig Building in the Jameson Complex on Nipple Avenue. It is just past the Dean's residence on the right side of the street. Just follow the crowd. The platform party will leave the dais first. We ask you please to remain in your seats until the platform party has passed. Alumni, please immediately follow the platform party and the flags out. Students, please follow your row captains in order to be led down sacred path. And don't forget to pick up a pine cone on the way in order to make your own wish in the fire pit or in the fire of your choice. Thank you all. Platform party, please recess following the dean out.